Meanwhile, stepping on a manhole, touching a light pole or scaffolding, even a metal fence can actually lead to an electrocution.
Several deaths, including one last month, have been blamed on what's being called stray voltage. In this original report, investigator Dave Savini shows you just how close the danger is. How close is it, Dave?
You won't know about it, stray voltage, until it's too late. There's no warning sign for pedestrians, but there are devices that can find it before someone gets hurt.
I'm going to show you what it does.
We found stray voltage throughout Chicago.
This is a serious electrocution hazard.
Old, broken, or frayed wiring and decaying insulation allows nearby metal objects to become electrified. 40 volts is dangerous, say experts, but we found hotspots triple that number. Scaffolding at Jackson in Michigan had 116 volts.
Let me show you what 116 volts can do.
Dave Kalakaitis with Power Survey, a New Jersey company.
That's likely energized. We're going to get out of the truck and measure it.
Tests for stray voltage in 60 cities nationwide, but not Chicago.
Until, people realize there's serious dangers out here and they need to take action.
Last month, this boy was killed by stray voltage after touching a school fence in Michigan. These are other stray voltage victims from Illinois and other states.
So it takes a tragedy for someone to go out and be proactive.
Correct.
And it's right outside your house.
Wow. We found stray voltage near homes and near popular places like this pole outside Lincoln Park Zoo, 110 volts, and plenty of danger on Michigan Avenue.
Oh.
120 volts coming from 3 different poles on the Mag Mile.
When the traffic signal turns green, it energizes this light pole.
It becomes deadly.
Right.
This is right on Michigan Avenue.
Right in front of a store.
And the highest amount of stray voltage was found here on this traffic control box. 125 volts.
It's at Chestnut and State. Power Survey came here nearly 4 years ago when the 2 investigators wanted to see how safe the city was.
This is what happened on a pole right outside of Wrigley Field. It's so electrified with 117 volts, we started a fire.
Back then, we found stray voltage dangers in 40 locations. Last week, we found even more.
Is this a trick? That's incredible.
We found 70 locations like this.
70?
Again, near Wrigley Field, we found more live poles.
Now this pole is right outside the Cubby Bear and it's live.
Right.
And Wrigley Field. And how many volts?
There's 120 volts on this pole.
We reported all locations to the city's 311 center.
We've already warned the city 4 years ago that there were live poles in this area.
That's right.
And there's still live poles here 4 years later.
Right.
A spokesman for Chicago's Department of Transportation says electricians proactively check for stray voltage. Because of our investigation, they are checking CBS 2's list and will make needed repairs. A check of poles in 6 suburbs turned up 1 stray voltage location in Aurora at LaSalle and Downer. A spokesman from Aurora says they investigated and fixed a shorted out streetlight control panel, which eliminated the danger.
And these aren't obscure areas. These are right on Michigan Avenue, the Cubby Bear right across from Wrigley Field.
Where there's a lot of foot traffic.
What are they doing, though? You did this story almost 4 years ago, and now you go back and find it again in abundance.
Well, they're not using this company. They have a special device where they can drive up and down the streets, and 50 cities are. So maybe they should look into that.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Dave.